Hello there. I'm Dave Myers, and you're listening to Verse by Verse. Do you have peace? I mean, real peace in your life? On the shelves of many grocery stores in days gone by was an ice cream flavor called Imagine Whirled Peace. Whirled was not spelled W-O-R-L-D, but rather W-H-I-R-L-E-D, as in spun or twirled around. Of course, it was a play on words that attempted to get us thinking about peace on earth as we ate that caramel and sweet ice cream swirled with fudge peace signs and toffee cookie pieces. I'll have to admit that I was not thinking about world peace as I ate that ice cream, only the wonderful flavors swirling around in my mouth. Now, teasing aside, I'll ask again, do you have peace? Are you at peace? Or is your life constantly overstressed, high-strung, tense, always on edge? Today's verse gives us the key and teaches us how to have real peace in our lives. Today's verse is found in Colossians chapter 3, verse 15. And here's what it says. And let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to which you also were called in one body, and be thankful. That's the verse. Let me point out a few things contained in this instruction. The first is that peace comes from God. Let the peace of God rule in your hearts. The first key to having peace in your life is to get in line with God, get to know Him and His way of life. We all know that when we're at odds with another human being, we will not have peace. Likewise, if we're at odds with God, living in contradiction to His way, not living by His laws, we simply will not have peace. When we're living in a way that we know is in contradiction to what is good and right, we will not have peace. Or when we're neglecting to do what we know is good and right, we won't have peace. At those times, there's a gnawing deep inside of us that convicts us that we need to change, to stop doing wrong and to start doing what is right. Then, when we are living His way, there comes a deep peace that develops within us. So step one to getting peace in our lives is to get our lives in line with God and His laws. Now, a second thing that leads to peace that this verse tells us is this. It ends by saying, be thankful. It sounds very simple, but it is so very true. Being thankful for what we have puts life in proper perspective. Focusing on the blessings that God has given us and what He has kept from befalling us leads to feelings of peacefulness and contentment. To thank God for our life, our breath, our mind, our health, our calling, our family, His plan, and the list could go on and on. These things focus our mind on what is good and right and develops a peaceful heart. So this verse gives us at least two keys to having peace in our lives. Number one, please God. And number two, be thankful. If we do these things, we will enjoy deep inner peace.
Verse by Verse is a Life, Hope, and Truth podcast. Check out the show notes to find more free content, like videos, articles, and booklets in our Learning Center.